the bridge program coordinator asked me what I was interested in. I said chemistry because I was pretty good at chemistry at Haskell, so I took all their classes and everything, made pretty good grades, so I figured I'd be able to at least have a rough understanding of something that was going on up here if I did something chemistry-based. So she picked out like a list of chemistry professors up here, and I picked Dr. Williams on the main reason that she was doing biofuel research. At the time, gas prices were around like $3.75 or something. So I was like, yeah, we need to learn about some way just in case, because nobody wants to pay $5 a gallon for gas. Why not pay, $2 for a gallon of biodiesel? Yeah. And I've been working with her, learning about biodiesel ever since. At first, I started out testing oxidation stability on blended oils. Like we would take soybean oil and coconut oil and blend them together and then make biodiesel out of them. Now I am looking into, KU uses a lot of waste cooking oil on campus, runs a lot of the tractors and stuff. I am looking into the composition of that, as in like what types of new products are formed during frying. So we're going to try to take that out, quantify them and stuff, and find a way to eliminate them or neutralize them. That way we can make waste cooking oil biodiesel a little bit closer to ASTM standard. Get your routine down. Once you get your routine down, then everything else just comes automatic, and you don't even realize how much you've learned. And like, wow, I didn't realize how much I knew until I started explaining it to somebody, because yeah, you don't really ever talk about it outside of your lab. Some fears that I had were not knowing what was going on. I'd never worked in a lab before. We'd done labs in like chemistry and stuff, but that's one lab a week. And it's like how to do a titration and like real elementary type stuff, I thought. But we still use those same techniques in the lab. Stuff that I learned in like Chem 1 and stuff. And then I'm like, wow, well, I guess it isn't that much different. I thought chemistry was a real big science, but it's about accuracy and precision and repeatability. I enjoy it. Sometimes it becomes a little bit tedious, like whenever I was doing the biodiesel testing. A lot of them needed to be tested like once a day. Like we constantly had new samples to test, and it was pretty tedious staying in the same lab over and over again, doing the same thing over and over again. But it changes up, like I've got to work on something new, like, after a couple of months, half a year. So, yeah, but you get a really good understanding of what you're doing with that much exposure to it.